Welcome back to Clean with Kate. It's early evening, it's about 6:20 in the evening, and we've had our evening meal, and now it's time for me to do my evening routine. So what's in my evening routine? I use the FlyLady cleaning system, and so part of my evening routine is I'm going to collect all the dishes up from the house, and I'm going to either wash them if they're hand washed, or I'm going to pop them in the dishwasher. I'm going to pop the dog bowls in the dishwasher. If the dishwasher is full, I'll be running the dishwasher. I'm going to tidy up the coffee area. So I'll clean out the coffee machine, wipe down the surfaces, check the compost caddy, see if it needs emptying. And then after that, I'll be dealing with these water bottles. We've been out today over to the cottage, so they need a wash. Then I need to collect them. Whoops. These are hand wash items. I'm going to take them over to the sink, pop them in there. We've washed up the travel mugs. So there's a couple more travel mugs to wash up, and then I'm just going to tidy up, put things away like these things that are drying. I'm just going to clear the work surfaces as much as I can, give them a wipe down, give the microwave a quick once over. Got one other dog bowl down here. So that's my evening routine in the kitchen. After I've done that, I reckon that will probably take me about 10 minutes this evening. It's not a difficult one tonight. It's a nice easy one because we had fish and chips up at the coast, so there isn't any washing up to do tonight, which is really nice. And now I'm going to hit my hot spots. I've got a couple of hot spots in here. I just need to check my laundry, see if I've left any laundry in the machine. But that is my basic FlyLady evening routine in the kitchen. Anyway, thought you might like to join me. So I'm going to put the camera onto the phone harness. I'm going to set a timer on my watch. I'm going to give myself 10 minutes. And you know what? I might set it as a workout as well. If I can get back to the right button, I can set it as other. So if you've got one of these watches, if you could do it on a Fitbit as well, you could actually set it as a workout. So I'm just going to start with moving some of this stuff across because it will actually dry over here for me. And while I'm over here, I'm going to check if that's dry. Although I would like to pick some cut flowers out of the garden. But I'm going to just put this away for now because I might not do that today. Right, what else is dry? I think this water bottle might be dry. Yes, it is. So that can go in there. All the Tupperware's got all mixed up. Oh no, I've dropped the tea towel as well. Let's put this dog bowl into the dishwasher. I don't think I'm going to need to run the dishwasher tonight. It's not full. But all it seems to have in it today is dog bowls. Oh golly, there are a lot of dog bowls though. You know, it's not really worth running it just for that though, is it? Let's have a reorganise. Because it does very quickly fill up with dog bowls. I suppose I could hand wash them. I'm being a little bit lazy today. But I'm quite tired. Right, let's collect up the stuff from the coffee area because that's hand wash. And this could go in the recycling. I don't think there's any need to keep that. Right, so I'm going to start now by just drying up this little whatever it's called. What is it called? Bowl. Right, why are we keeping that? I think my husband's keeping that actually for collecting vegetables from the vegetable garden. So that probably needs to go to the vegetable garden. I'll pop it there for now. God, I do need to deal with this hot spot of baskets and cardigans. Right, I've made myself a decaf coffee, so I'll just take a quick sip. That's better. Anyway, at the moment, this month of all the FlyLady routines, the evening routine is the one that I've really struggled to get reliable every night. Just about all the other routines I'm pretty reliable with. But I found the evening routine is the one that I do struggle with. And this is an easy one because we've had fish and chips at the coast. Then we haven't got a lot of dishes to wash up, which obviously makes it a lot easier. So this is a good one to start with. I've realised I've got to somehow make doing my evening routine a more fun activity. So that I actually more likely to do it. And I had an epiphany yesterday. I realised if I habit stack it, which is what I do with a lot of things, so if there's something I don't like doing, like ironing, I do find ironing a little boring. If I habit stack it with something that I find fun, like being on a Zoom with friends, or watching a funny film, or watching something on YouTube, then I'm like you, I watch housework videos, and I find I'm much more likely to do it. So I've done that with my ironing now. I haven't actually made an ironing video for a while, and that's because I'm having so much fun with what I'm doing with my ironing at the moment. I haven't done one for a while, but when the weather's colder, I'll probably do some. Oh, no, but the idea, I'm rambling here, sorry about that. The idea I had was that I could habit stack my evening routine with something I find fun. Now, obviously, it's not possible really to watch a video while I'm washing dishes. But I thought, well, I could listen to a podcast. So it could be like my podcast time, or I could listen to a YouTube video. Or I suddenly had the genius idea. I've always wanted to listen to the Archers, but I've never have. And I had a friend who always used to listen to the Archers when she was doing her evening routine. And the Archers in the UK, I think it comes on at about 7 p.m. And I thought, well, that might be a really good fun one to try. So I'm going to try, I think I'm going to give that a try this week. I'm going to try doing my evening routine at 7 o'clock every evening when I can. Obviously, there might be occasions when I'm not able to. And I'm going to habit stack it with listening to the Archers and see if that makes it more fun. But the reality is I may end up listening to a podcast or something else, or maybe an audiobook. That's quite a good way. I find that's useful if I'm doing other tasks. Right, these water bottles have actually got water in them. So I think I'm going to water a couple of plants. I do tend to have habit stacked, emptying my water bottles and watering plants. I don't like to waste the water. I know that sounds silly, but it's just mentally, it doesn't seem right to me to waste the water. I think I must have grown up in a house with a water meter. And water's a precious resource, isn't it? Our water here, we have not on mains water. Our water comes out of a borehole. And we use electricity to pump it up. And then we have to put it through a cleaning system. Right. Okay, that one's clean. Oh, let's get it over here to dry. I think that's dry. Let's pop that away. Right, I'm going to take the water bottles and empty them next. Oh, and I'm going to move these across to the Arga to dry. Having an Arga is very useful for lots of things, but particularly for drying things. I think that's probably its most useful thing. Right, let's empty these water bottles. Just spotted another dog bowl I need to pick up. And you mustn't get too sidetracked with this, because I haven't got much time left of it. They're going to want to wipe down the cooker and wipe down the work surfaces. Right, let's go in here, see what needs watering in here. So apologies, I haven't put the lights on. How are these cactus doing? Well, I need to come in. I didn't get round to vacuuming this week, or rather last week. When I was in this zone, I missed this bit. My zone 1 is big, so I need to cut myself some slack. I didn't get it all done, but I got a lot done. I did the conservatory. I didn't actually make a video when I was doing the conservatory, because I habit stacked it. I habit stacked the conservatory with being in a Zoom with friends. Right, let's go back to the kitchen. I found a glass. Let's pop some lights on. The nights are drawing in. And let's pop that in there. And that one in there. I've spotted something that needs to get put away. Just leave those in soak for a minute. It's a lid off a dog food container. Right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe down surfaces. So I'm going to start with, I've got a nice clean dishcloth. I'm going to start with the table. It's not bad. We had breakfast on this table this morning, so it definitely needs a bit of a wipe down. So it looks like I forgot to wipe it after breakfast because there's coffee cup marks. Right, first task done. Next, wipe down the top of the cooker. It's just a really quick wipe down because we had a big cooked breakfast on here today. We combined breakfast and lunch, and we had a brunch. And we find generally if we eat 2 meals a day, it seems to, whoa, sorry about that, I burnt myself. We find it works very well for us. Because I'm not usually ready for breakfast till about 11. So we just combine breakfast and lunch. Right, next thing to wipe. We had 3 meals yesterday. It was a bit of a treat. It was Sunday. It's a 3-meal day. But most days we just stick to brunch and dinner, and then maybe a fruit and nuts as a snack in the afternoon, maybe a bit of cheese. Right, okay, let's do these water bottles next while the water's nice and clean. This water bottle was only washed this morning, I think, so it should be fine. Thank you for the suggestion about cleaning the water bottles with denture tablets. I have never used denture tablets for cleaning, so I'd like to have that a go. Are they just bicarb soda? What is actually in denture tablets? I need to Google it. But they must be safe if you're used to clean dentures, mustn't they? Or could I just put bicarb soda in my water bottles to clean them? Anyway, let me know, how do you clean your water bottles? It's one of those tasks that I really find a little tedious. Can they go through the dishwasher? Right, there's the 10-minute timer going, and I'm pretty much done on that. I think that passes muster. I would like to dry. Oh, I haven't done the coffee area. Whoops. Maybe it's a 15-minute job. Oh, this is I decided that if my husband and I were doing it together after we'd had a big sort of cook, then it was going to be 15 minutes and we were going to do it together. So I suppose that is half an hour, isn't it, for the evening routine? So it depends how much you want to do in your evening routine. For me, tidying up the coffee area and the coffee machine is quite important, because then when I come down first thing in the morning, I like to have my coffee. And it's lovely if it's all been done the night before. I came down this morning and we'd done it all, and it was fabulous. It was so lovely coming down to a clean kitchen this morning. It really put me on a sort of high, actually. It really sparked joy. Because over the summer I had let it slip a bit and was not on my evening routine as well as I had been. I often find that over the summer a lot of my routines slip. I don't know what it is. I think it's because when the children were little, it was the holidays. It was school. It's that school holiday mentality. And now it's September. I've definitely got the back to school mentality of, getting back into your routines. Because when you have when you have school age children, you really have to be on it with your routines. Otherwise, everything very quickly descends into chaos, in my experience. I used to have to get things ready the night before. I would have, when the kids were little, my evening routine involved setting the table for breakfast the night before. So, and the kids could have their breakfast really easily and quickly, and everything was ready, so there was no faffing. As they got older, then they started to get the stuff out themselves. But when they were little, I would get everything out the night before. So any bowls, if they were having a cereal, everything was ready. And they used to have packed lunches as well, so I'd have all the stuff out and the lunch boxes ready so they could make their packed lunches really easily. I did teach them to make their own packed lunches fairly young. Right, just going to wipe down around here because I know it's messy. Hope you can see what I'm doing. It's a messy job, but it's so nice when it's done and you come down and your coffee machine is all lovely and clean. Right, nearly there. Let's put the coffee machine back together. All sparkly and clean and shiny. Yay! And hopefully I'll get to be the first one down, so I'll get to enjoy the lovely clean coffee area. Good. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm pleased with that. Another dish to go in the dishwasher. Oh, the other thing I need to do is top up the coffee machine. so it's ready, full of water. Right, do you know, I think that is probably enough. No, I spoke too soon. Still got more dishes to dry. You can see where my mind's going. My mind's thinking, oh, I could stop now, but actually I haven't finished, have I? Let's just finish it, Kate. Stick with it and finish it. This is probably why mine never finishes it. Because you start to flag, don't you? Once you've had your dinner, you feel a bit sort of sleepy. But actually doing physical activity like this after you eat is quite good for you. I know it sounds counterintuitive because we've sort of always maybe thought we should rest after we eat. But if you're prone to a blood sugar spike after you eat, which I am, and it can make me very lethargic, then moving is a really good way to flatten that blood sugar spike, which is thought to be beneficial. Right, I'm just going to finish by putting this olive oil away. It doesn't need to be out on the counter. Good. Okay, my kitchen is looking better than it was. Last thing to do is to shine my sink. Oh, and wipe down this actually as well. I keep saying I'm on the last thing and then I think of something else. Let's just wipe this area down next. It's a bit grubby. I could do with a nice pot or something to put all these in, couldn't I? And I don't think this needs to be out. This kid's been left out, but actually it does not. It's a bit underpowering that. Underwhelming it is, shall we say. It's not great for cleaning out. I bought it as a bottle brush, but it's not actually much use. It isn't great for cleaning the bottles out. And the last thing that I usually would do is get out a clean, after I've cleaned the sink, get out a clean tea towel and a clean dishcloth for tomorrow. So it's all ready in the morning when I come downstairs. And this one will go through to the washing. I've just remembered I've got a huge load of washing in the washing machine. But I did remember. That is progress. I had a trip. I've been treating myself today to these new cushions. And actually they come with a chair. I bought it in an antique shop locally. I bought a Lloyd Loom chair with these cushions on it. And because I'm doing a bit of a makeover on one of my sheds, my she shed. And I'm turning it into a little sanctuary. A little creative sanctuary. Right, let's get this washing machine unloaded since we're in here. This is part of my evening routine, is to check the laundry. And you know, I nearly forgot. Whoops, apologies for knocking the camera. I'm so frequently will forget my laundry. And if I don't do my evening routine properly, it's one of the things that gets forgotten. And then I don't find it the following morning when I come to put another load on. So I've washed all the towels at the bathroom. And a couple of white t-shirts went in there. And a couple of tea towels at the kitchen. Right. So I think we've got good weather tomorrow, so I could probably peg out some of it, but I'm going to tumble the towels first. And I've actually got a throw from the cottage that needs to go in the washing machine. So I think I'm going to pop that on tonight as well. Golly, I'm going to have a look at this, how many calories I've burnt while I'm doing this evening routine. Oh, the dog's all chilling. Mike's chilling. It's a bit of a night off for him tonight, a fish and chip night, no cooking. Right. Oh, let's get this in. Gee, it's so silly of me. I should have tumbled these this morning and I could have had the washing on the line all day. But do you know what? I'm just going to forgive myself. It's one of the things that I'm still working on is remembering to get my laundry out the washing machine. Right, there we go. And another t-shirt. I think I did clean this filter out. Yes, I did. Do you know this is progress? Normally I'm doing this first thing in the morning. Yay! Off it goes. Right, let's go and get the other load. And I can put the next load on. Oh, my tummy does feel very full, I must admit. I think I will need to sit down after this. But you know what? I've done my evening routine. Let's get this throw in the washing machine. That little microfiber cloth can go into. Right. Whoops. Okay, I've been recording now for 20 minutes, but do you know what? It did take me longer than I thought, but at least I have dealt with the laundry as well. So let me know, what is in your evening routine? What do you do as part of your evening routine? Do you have a before bed routine, or do you have an evening routine? Oh, the other thing I really like to do is the night drawing. As part of my early evening routine, I like to get in my pyjamas. I like to get in a sort of nice cozy pair of pyjamas, a fluffy pair of socks, because that just signals to my brain that it is time to relax. Anyway, let's get this going. I can take this through to the other room. I've got a couple of jobs I'd like to do in the garden this evening. I've got a couple of things I just need to plant out. I've been procrastinating on for a few days. There's my timer going again. So that's 2 lots of 10 minutes. But I think I need to check the weather forecast before I hang the washing out, just in case it is going to rain. I don't think it's going to rain, but I'm going to have to check. Anyway, I think I'll stop recording now because I can't check the weather forecast while I'm recording. Anyway, thanks for joining me for my evening routine. Let me know what you do as part of your evening routine and how good you are at doing it every night. It really does make a difference when you come down in the morning and you see your lovely, clean, tidy kitchen and you're caught up on your laundry. It's such a wonderful feeling. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe, comment, and share it with a friend. It all helps. I really, really appreciate it. Bye for now.